بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين من يهدي الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today inshallah we're going to take the first 5 ayat of Surat Al-Baynna, and Surat Al-Baynna is one of the surahs in Juz 30 which start to be a little bit longer than the previous surahs from the last ayat in Juz 30, and from Al-Bayyinah onwards the surahs start to be more long than expected, yani, as we spoke before. But actually Surah Al-Bayyinah is very important surah. Surah Al-Bayyinah is talking about the Quran, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and the truth in the Quran and in the hadith of the Prophet. So we'll start at the beginning with the Bayyinah, the meaning of the title of the ayah. What is Al-Bayyinah means? You know, Alia, what Al-Bayyinah means?
Clear proof.
Excellent. The evidence or the proof. So this is very important because actually when you are talking to someone and he's telling you something, you have to ask about the proof of his speech or of his talk. Why he's talking about that? Does he have a proof for that or an evidence of what he's saying? So this is very important to know in Islam, in our religion, that you must have an evidence. The evidence with us is from the Quran and the Sunnah. If you have any thing, for example, why we are fasting in Ramadan, why we are doing our prayers, 5 prayers a day. Why we are doing that? Because we have the evidence, we have the proof to do that from the Quran and from the hadith of the Prophet. Okay, Alia?
Yeah.
Okay, so the proof is very important. Anything you are doing in your religion, or someone is talking to you about hadith or about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he must have the proof, the evidence with him. You cannot believe anyone who's talking just for his opinion. We are not caring about opinions, actually. Everyone has his own opinion, so it's for him. But for us, in our deen, in our religion, we must have the evidence. So the first ayah is saying, لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين. Let us start يعني piece by piece in this ayah. That لم يكن, first of all, أهل الكتاب والمشركين. أهل الكتاب, who are the people, the أهل الكتاب? أهل الكتاب, you know the Aliyah, who are the أهل الكتاب?
People of the book.
Excellent. Who are the people of the books? Who are the books? When I tell you, who are the people of the books?
Some of the prophets before Prophet Muhammad.
Yes, excellent.
Awesome.
Who came before Prophet Muhammad?
Prophet Adam.
Prophet, exactly before Prophet Muhammad, yes, they were Prophet Moses and Prophet Isa, right?
Yeah.
Moses and Isa. And Musa came with the
Torah, I
Torah,
think.
excellent, and Isa came with the
Injil.
Excellent, with the Injil. So here, when you have whoever you have to read in the Quran, Ahl al-Kitab, you are automatically, we know these are the Christians and Jews. The Jews and Christians are Ahl al-Kitab. Okay?
Okay.
Then, wal mushrikeen. Who are the mushrikeen? The idolaters. Who are the idolaters? that they are worshipping any other god than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Worshipping the stones, worshipping the stars, worshipping the statues, all these things is called al-mushrikeen, the idolaters. So we have, both of them are disbelievers, which means alladina kafaru. So alladina kafaru, if we're going to translate this part of the ayah, so the disbelievers, which respond to alladina kafaru, the disbelievers, okay, who are the disbelievers? When I tell you who are the disbelievers, you will tell me from the people of the book, and we mention who are the people of the book, Christians and Jews. We're going to make it in and Christians. Okay, and people of the book and idolaters. Who are the idolaters? Who are worshipping idols, worshipping anything, stars, sun, whatever, than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Understood up till now, Yalia?
Yeah.
Excellent. So Allah is talking about those people from the disbelievers, from the people of the book and idolaters, will not going to leave until there came to them the Bayyinah, are not going to leave. The word are not going to leave is corresponding to munfakin. Munfakin here means not going to leave. And if we're going to color this with red, for example, munfakin, so are not going to leave is corresponding to this meaning. The are not going to leave. Now, what they are not going to leave? حتى تأتيهم البينة, until the evidence come to them. Until the evidence come to them. Just to make it simple, are not going to leave here means to leave this life, which means that they will not be finished until the truth becomes clear to them. So here again, will not going to leave until there came to them the truth. Leave their life. Leave their life. The people of the book and the idolaters are not going to leave their life until what? Until the evidence come to them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the people of the book and the idolaters that present when the Prophet ﷺ been sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will not going to live their life, which in brackets to die, until the bayyina or the evidence come to them. Okay? Understood?
Yeah.
Type. Now, who is, when I ask you, who is the evidence or who is al-bayyina? Al-bayyina is the evidence type. We want to clarify more what here, what is the evidence? The evidence here, to be more clarified, you can see it in ayah 2. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning to us who is what is the evidence. The evidence is Rasulun min Allah. What does it mean, Rasulun min Allah? Rasul, what is Rasul? Excellent. Rasul means messenger. Messenger sent by Allah. So this is Rasulun min Allah. Here when I tell you messenger, messenger here stands for whom? Who
Prophet
is a messenger?
Muhammad.
Excellent. Prophet Muhammad. So the messenger here is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So this is the messenger. So this is the evidence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his prophet to the people by the Islam message. So here the messenger sent, the messenger is Prophet Muhammad, sent by Allah. Sent to do what? يتلو يتلو عليهم صحفا مطهرة. يتلو صحفا مطهرة. So يتلو means reciting. يتلو reciting purified. مطهرة means purified. Purified pages. Now, when I ask you, Ya Alia, what's meant by purified pages? Pages of what? Hmm.
The Quran.
Excellent. Here, the purified pages of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the Quran that these pages that we are reading is purified pages. And why it is purified? Because the words written in these pages is highly precious. Highly precious. So here the next ayah is saying فيها كتب قيمة. كتب قيمة means that this um, writings within which are the correct writing and very precious. قيمة. يبقى in it, in these pages. So when I say in it, it here belongs to the purified pages. Precious writings. This is one of the meaning. So كتب قيمة means precious writing. And also, what else? In it, another meaning, in it, in this purified pages, there is correct writing. Correct writings, what does it mean? Correct writings means the rulings and laws. Rulings and laws of Islam. This is the correct writing. Okay? And what else? It is another meaning in it, in these purified pages. In it, there is the upright and straight with no mistake. Straight words with no mistakes. So all these are the meanings of كتب قيمة. Kutub in here, by the way, is not books, because in Arabic language, when you have kitab is a single and the plural is kutub. But also here, kutub means writings. So here, kutub, just to make it clear here, if it's make it in red, the writings here means in Arabic, kutub. So kutub here is writing. So these writings is precious, qayyima. Another meaning is that writings is correct. Correct means consisting of the ruling and the laws of Islam. And another meaning that it is straight without straight words without mistakes or with no mistake. Okay? Easy up till now, Yalia?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling after telling us about the books of the Quran and how the Quran is purified pages and all the writing is very accurate and very precious and there is no mistakes. Why Allah is telling that no mistakes in Quran? Because the other scriptures, the previous like the Bible, the Injil or the Torah, there were mistakes. there were mistakes and there were modifications and there were changes made by the people of book, not by Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the Bible and sent down the Torah with correct meanings. But the people of the book, they changed that, especially their rabbis and their priests, they changed that. So here the ayah is telling you in ayah 4, وَمَا تَفَرَّقَ, nor did those who were given the scripture become divided. تفرق means divided. Until, إلا means until, من بعد, after there had come to them the clear evidence. Now the ayah is very important to telling us a very important point. Now when I tell you that the people of the book, like the Christians and the Jews, they changed their books. They modified many things in their books. When this happened, some of them happened after, before the Prophet ﷺ being يعني, present, before the da'wah, before Islam, like the Christians, they changed their holy book of the Bible, instead of only worshiping Allah and Isa, or Prophet Jesus is just a prophet like other prophets. They started to modify that to make him as a God, also to be worshipped with Allah. Such changes happened before Islam, but after Islam, after the Prophet came, also there are other changes happened. Other changes. Why other changes happened in the Bible and in the Torah by those people? Because they were thinking that the Prophet will come from them, will come from Banu Israel or from the Jews, like Prophet Moses, like Prophet Isa. But what happened? That Prophet Muhammad والسلام, came from the Arab, not from the Jews. And that's why they started to change the ayat that having the description, the very accurate description of the Prophet ﷺ. They changed this ayat and they hide it in order not to make people think that Prophet Muhammad is the right and the true prophet. So here the ayah is telling you, وَمَا تَفَرَّقَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابِ means those from the people of the book, those from the people of the book who here, or those from the people of the book has divided into different groups and differed among themselves. When this happened, didn't happen except after the evidence came to them. So after the Bayyina came to them, they start to divide it and differed among themselves. Divided and differed. Differed means they start to have clashes and different opinions. Differed among themselves. So divided and differed among themselves. Okay, this has happened when those from the people of the book has divided and differed among themselves after the evidence, which is Al-Bayyina, came to them. So again, why they are divided? Because some of them, they didn't change the Bible, they didn't change the ayat, the verse in the Bible that shows that Prophet Muhammad description and how he looks like and everything about him, that to the degree when you see him, you know that he is the final and the final prophet. Some of them didn't change that and they entered Islam actually, and there is a lot of examples happened like that. And some of them didn't, they deny and they changed the Bible or the Torah. So these are the different groups. Groups changed and they refused to enter Islam, and others they entered Islam and they admitted that Prophet Muhammad والسلام, is the last prophet. So this happened when after Islam came. After Islam came, they started to be divided again, and the true believers from them they embraced Islam, but others who changed and modified the scriptures before Quran they refused Islam. Okay, understood, Ya Ali, up till now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last ayah we have that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still talking about those people of the book and telling to the people who refused Islam, telling them, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا أَن يَعْبُدُوا اللَّهِ. And here, وَمَا أُمِرُوا means, and they were they were not commanded except with what? Except to worship Allah. This is only. Why to worship Allah? Because actually, if you go deeper to those people, the Christians, they are not worshiping one God. They worshiping Allah with the Prophet Isa and with the Jibril angel. They are believing in three in one. All of them, one God according to them, but actually they are three. So they are not worshiping Allah only. And also there is a group of the Jews that they said Uzairun ibn Allah. Uzair was supposed to be one of their prophets also, and group of the Jews they are believing that Uzair is the son of Allah. So Allah is telling them, when Prophet Muhammad والسلام, came to you, the people of the book, he didn't mention anything except that you will worship Allah only. They were not commanded except to worship Allah only, مخلصين, sincerely, مخلصين له الدين. مخلصين له الدين means that sincere to him in religion. مخلصين له الدين means sincere to him in religion. And I will tell you now what does it mean. حنفاء. حنفاء, the word حنفاء means inclining, inclining to the truth. Inclining to the truth. So this is the meaning of this word. Inclining to the truth means حنفاء. So Allah is telling that Prophet Muhammad, when he came to them, he just ordered them to worship Allah only, without son, without angel, without anything, without wife, without just Allah, and be sincere to him, in religion. Yani all the religion, all the things that you're going to do is for the sake of Allah only. You're going to pray for Allah, to fast for Allah, to treat people good for the sake of Allah, to make in others in da'wah or invitation others to Islam for the sake of Allah, to do your job, to be a good Muslim and for the sake of Allah, to study well, to be a good role model for the a Muslim girl, to wear your hijab for the sake of Allah, to do anything in the religion that been commanded for the sake of Allah. This is means sincere to him in religion. Inclining to the truth, which means that you will leave anything that Allah forbid. The falsehood, you will leave all the falsehood. What is the falsehood? The falsehood, that's what they used to say. They used to say that Isa is the son of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or Uzair is the son of Allah, or falsehood from the things, the bad things that they are doing, or their cultures, or their what they are doing for the rituals and what they change it from the Torah. All these things falsehood. So inclining to the truth means that you will leave all the falsehood. What else? وَيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةِ, perform their prayers or the prayers. يُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةِ. And when we mention perform prayers, means to do it in its time, and to do it with humbleness and with focus when you are, because actually during your salah, as if you have a meeting with Allah. You can imagine if you have a meeting with some person, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى طبعا, with the important person, so you are preparing yourself, you are dressing good dress, and you are be very humble in your way of talking, and you feel shy a little bit. So you can imagine now you are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the king of all the kings, the owner of this universe, during your salah. You have to be very humble. You have to feel from your bottom of your heart that you are in front of the creator, the one who created you. So must be complete humbleness during your prayers. So perform prayers, وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ, and to give the zakah. And we mentioned about the zakah is the obligatory charity. That's one of the pillars of the Islam. So the second pillar is the prayer, and the third pillar is the zakah. وَيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. So perform the prayers and give the zakah. Then وَذَلِكَ دِينُ الْقَيِّمَةِ. وَذَلِكَ دِينُ الْقَيِّمَةِ means this is the right religion. And that is the right, correct religion. Why Allah is saying this is correct religion? Because He wants to say to the people of the book and to the idolaters that what you are following is not the correct religion. What you are doing is not the correct writings, or the straight writings, or the straight rulings. What you are worshipping is not a true God. The true God only is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is Ahad, He is the only one. He never beget or born, and no one looks like him subhanahu wa ta'ala or equivalent to him. Surat Al-Ikhlas, قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. This surah is very precious in Quran, and if you say this surah 3 times, as if you recited the whole Quran. Why the Prophet told us about the precious ajr and thawab and the reward of this surah? Because it actually telling you who is Allah. And we mentioned that previously. When someone is asked you, who is Allah? You are worshipping a God called Allah. Who is Allah? You will answer by this surah, Surat Al-Ikhlas, which describes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.